everyone, welcome back to my channel. I haven't had a chance to push Plat in almost 3 weeks, and this week I did push Plat and I'm really happy with the results. I'm gonna dive into the champions that I used. Nothing really changed since the last time I posted my video of my Plat push, but it's the same champions more or less, and I'll show you anyways. And then we'll dive into the recordings of the actual Plat push. So let's get right to it. So starting with our main core composition, we have Solus, Siphi, Madame Sirius, and Prince Kaimar. The way this composition works is we have Prince Kaimar in the lead with the speed aura with 30%, and we have Siphi as our fastest champion. So she goes first, she fills in the turn meters, she gives block debuffs on everybody, she increases defense, and she increases speed. So after she goes, we have Prince Kaimar going, he puts everybody to sleep, strips all their buffs off, and then we have Madame Sirius to put defense down and attack down on everybody without waking them up. And then we have Solus nuking down everybody. And then we have two other compositions that we switch off to, a Nuke Heji and a Sissy Heji in place of my Madame Sirius. I mainly go with my Sissy Heji in most fights because if they have a speed aura champion, I have to assume that they're faster than them because my Siphi is not that fast. And then Hegimon with his A1 and Mastery's Evil Eye, it pretty much enables me to go first because I get to decrease their fastest champion's turn meter, and then I get to go first and take the lead. So that's how that composition works, and you'll see it in the recording later that I show. So starting with our Siphi, we have her at 360 speed. It's not a fast speed for platinum pushing, but I have a Hegimon to make sure that I can go first. So her speed is not a big issue if I'm playing against a slow team, because I'm going to be going first anyways. And I do have her fully booked out, and her masteries. Onto the next champion we have is Hegimon. So for my first Hegimon is a CC Hegimon. So I just try to put a decent amount of accuracy on him, try to give him a decent amount of speed as well. And I'm not really concerned about the damage here. I'm just trying to make sure that I can take advantage of this right here, the Evil Eye. So this will decrease the turn meter of whoever I attack with my A1 first. So, and he targets two champions if on random. So I have a chance to decrease turn meters on two different champions, and that'll enable me to go first because I get to pick the first target anyways. So that's his mastery for that one, and I do have him fully booked out as well. And I do have a Nuke Heji as well. So I try to put as much attack on him as possible. So I know he doesn't have a 100% crit rate, but ideally I want to try to aim for a lot more attack than this. More attack, the crit damage is fine for now. And if I can sacrifice even more crit rate than this, because the idea is if I can take out two champions or one out of the four, it's gonna mess everything up. So that's the idea with this Hegimon, if I see like a squishy team or something along those lines. So that's the build I have for him, and his masteries are like that. And I have him fully booked out as well. So onto my next champion is going to be... Oh, I think I skipped my Solus. There we go. So my next champion is Solus here, and for him I have 284 crit damage, 100% crit rate, and a decent amount of speed here. I would try to get more defense if I could, ideally. I try to swap around with my crit damage amulet and try to go for a defensive amulet and with crit damage substats to see what would do more damage, and it seems like this is doing more damage for me because I'm getting the defense buff from my Siphi, so it's kind of working out for me anyways. I mean, it gets the job done. So for his masteries, and I also have him fully booked out, of course. So with this setup here, I try to go with as much damage as possible on my Solus, and it works out with my Kaimar, so I went with Opportunist here because I get an extra additional damage if they're slept, and my Prince Kaimar is putting everybody to sleep, and I'm sure some of them will wake up before I get to my Solus, but then I have my Siphi to overlap my Solus, and then she puts someone to sleep, and then I get an attack in anyway. So it kind of works out that way. And I haven't fully maxed out, like I said, with the books. And on to the next champion, Madame Sirius. So I used to have her in immunity set, and I kind of realized that I didn't really need to have her in immunity set, so I tried to go for a lot more accuracy, and I got her above 700 accuracy, and it's still not enough. Ideally I would have a lot more accuracy, but this is really the best I can do for now, because I don't have too many quad accuracy pieces. I got a bunch of triple roll accuracy pieces and a decent amount of max glyphs on some of them, but this is the best I can do for now. Decent amount of speed, 709 accuracy, and that's pretty much all I really focused on. I have her fully booked out, and her masteries are like this. And onto the last champion is going to be my Prince Kaimar. So my Prince Kaimar, again, he doesn't have the best accuracy either, but this is the best I can do while trying to meet the criteria for speed. So My Prince Keimer is not speed tuned to my Siffy at the moment, so it can be a bit of a problem, but it's not that big of a deal. Ideally, I would like to get a little bit more speed on him, but I really cannot, not at the moment. I need new gear pieces because everything I have here is pretty much maxed out on speed. I can get more speed here with the 6-star speedless, but I don't have too many of those. So it's a little bit difficult because I need to hit around 316, so I need another 11 speed to match my Siffy and not go out of sync, and to make sure that he goes right after the Siffy. And it's really hard for me to get that going right now. I could make it work if I get a bunch of speed glows or 6-star speed glows, but for now there's the best I can do. And yeah, he gets the job done. He's fully maxed out as well here, fully booked. And ooh, my bad. Yeah, and his masteries are like this. Alright, so I'm going to be showing you the recordings of my Plat push. I might do some commentary here and there. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll get back to you guys at the end of it. Welcome back. So these are some of the gear that I got from the Plat Push, and some of them were pretty bad. I'm not really going to make use of this. I'm not going to make use of that either, and that was not part of that. I think it was this one. So that is also a bit unfortunate. I think this was part of it too, and I believe it was just these two right here. Yeah, this one. This one I'm pretty happy about. This one looks really nice. So let's actually roll this right now and see what it comes out to, and I'll get back to you in a second. So this is the result that I got from rolling it. Ideally, I would have liked it to go one more into crit rate or crit damage, but for the most part, it's not bad. It's actually pretty decent. I'll take it, definitely. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you all in the next video.